Hello, my name is Zachary Gaylor, and I represent Team 3. We are Soundpoint focused alarms. I know you're probably teeming with anticipation, and you're wondering what we could possibly discuss. But before I dive further into this presentation, here's a basic outline. We need to know when we are doing things. We need to know what the customer wants, but more importantly, we need to tell them what they need. We need to set parameters and achievable specifications to ensure a quality product. And lastly, we need to make some money. Okay, and for now, here's a reveal. We're making an alarm clock. So we got to think about what an alarm clock is. Ancient humans used environmental factors like the sun and the sounds of predators to wake them. Ancient civilizations used chickens. Post-industrial society used the bell alarm. Modern day people, including me, we use our phone. But what about the future? The future is Soundpoint. How will ours be any different? Our focus alarms is projected to be the only directional alarm clock on the market. An alarm clock that wakes its user without disturbing others in the vicinity. In order to be trailblazers in the alarm clock industry, we made a mission statement to cover all our bases. Our benefit proposition is potential for simultaneously louder and less disruptive alarms. Our business goals, developing a successful and competitive business, having a working prototype by the end of November, and capitalizing on an untapped market. The primary market being Virginia Tech students, in specific the heavy sleepers that would disrupt others with an alarm clock. Our secondary market is any college student with roommates. We're assuming that we're utilizing some form of Bluetooth or Wi-Fi connection, and we're assuming that it's going to have some compatibility with most phone types. Our stakeholders include users, manufacturers, distributors, stockholders of VTIPs, and of course, Dr. Clark. We only have till the end of the semester, less than 2 months to finish this product. As of this presentation, my team is currently in the intellectual properties iterative search phase. So we interviewed 6 college students and asked them why they need their alarm clocks. And it turns out that most people use their alarm clocks to wake up. I know it comes as a bit of a shock, but more importantly, we got information on what they like and dislike about their current system. We gathered that our system needs to be easy and convenient to use, it needs to be customizable, and it needs to be loud. But more importantly, we saw that they hated waking up others, whether it was like a spouse, a roommate, a neighbor, an animal. It was always a consistent issue. So, speaking of issues, we compiled information from the interviews along with personal experiences, and we created a customer profile that generalized the ideal customer that would benefit the most from the Soundpoint focused alarm. The customer is a student, is often having late nights and struggling to wake up in the morning, much to all their roommates' dismay. The customer's alarm blares throughout the apartment, disrupting their roommates, while the potential customer sleeps on. This individual is aware of the issue and is looking for a solution in an improved alarm clock, which the team will provide. So, this is primarily an alarm clock. Sorry. This proposed alarm clock is essentially a fancy directional speaker, so we might as well take a full advantage of it. We will be primarily marketing it to wake up users, but we can have it be so much more. Some people set midday alarms and timers for everyday tasks. Sleeping, sorry, studying, medicine reminders, and baking come straight to mind. The Soundpoint has you covered. You forget to take out the trash bins and you want something that sounds exactly like a parental figure nagging in your ears, the sound point has got you covered. The most technically important challenge, the most technically important challenges are that the alarm needs to be loud and be in a focused, narrow range. Majority of our design is driven on these two factors alone. Being compact and lightweight is a benefit and is a mid-tier on the technical importance scale. And lastly, on the bottom are ease of use and energy efficiency. Now, we don't think that low energy is enough to be a driving factor to boost sales, so we don't really care much for it. But in terms of ease of use, we think an alarm clock that you can't set is utterly useless. This matrix is on account for strong personal feelings, but we know that we need it to be as simple as possible to use. The alarm needs to be above the 90 decibel range or about the same volume as a blender to be competitive. We need the people to actually wake up. And the alarm needs to be in a narrow sound range for the sake of only waking the user. As of right now, a less than 30-degree cone is to be predicted, but further measurements and experimental data is still needed. And this will be the most challenging part of our team. This will be the most challenging part of our project for our team because there is limited electrical and ultrasonic knowledge between us. But I'm confident that my team will be able to succeed. About 1,000 cubic centimeters, or about a fourth of a US gallon, is comparable to other analog alarms on the market. Although the alarm is stationary, it would save the team money, manufacturing costs, distributing fees to have a smaller and lighter design. We are also shooting for it to be less than 2 kilograms. Our team is filled with Mechie students who are proficient in CAD software, so this will be a challenge, but it does seem feasible. Now, we decided to go with a linear economic model. We have an $80 budget, so we're predicting our manufacturing costs per alarm to be about $50. We're setting the price of our alarm to about $75, so we have some wiggle room. So we'll have a profit margin of 33%. And with our fixed annual income, or our fixed annual cost being 10K, our break even point is 400 sales. And there are roughly about 30,000 students. So only about 1.3 of the students need to buy this alarm for us to break even. And with there being 7,000 new freshmen every single year, we thought this is the perfect opportunity. This is quite literally an untapped market. We are destined to get some sales. In summary, Team 3 saw that there was a problem in the alarm clock industry. And after careful consideration and gathering outside opinions, we developed a solution. Soundpoint. Wake yourself up, not the world. Thank you.